50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We're back.
And we're back. That's right.
Four.
Number 94, everyone.
So we got a little bit of a shorter stream tonight. I know you got a lot of pickups that you want to show, or some pickups that you want to show. And then we'll just get right to news. And that's pretty much the extent of it for tonight. So I will let you go ahead and show your pickups because I do not have any right now. I am currently at work myself. But yeah, you can get right into it.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see how I can make myself big here. So first of all, this is the last stream that I'll be on the road for, other than number 100, which we'll do at your place. But this is the last one I'll be in like a hotel for. We only got like 2 more days on our trip, and then I'll be back home. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee right now, actually. And so, yeah, we're pretty much almost done with the road trip. It's been pretty fun. This first, I got 2 books from this shop called Torpedo Comics in Las Vegas. My dad really liked this shop because, oh, what's up, Jaeger? How's it going? My dad really liked the shop because they were like super helpful and found a ton of Bill Sienkiewicz books for him. I personally thought that the prices were like a little, they were up there, let's just say that.
Oh, Wi-Fi's out a little bit.
Are you?
There we go. You're back.
Okay. They had a ton of back issues, but they like barely had any Hulk books. So, but I did get these 2 books, which are really cool. These were in the horror section, and this is Night of the Living Dead #1, cover A. Ooh. And so it's a cool photo cover. Cool photo cover there. Yep. So yeah, I'm sorry. That's why it's going to be a short stream, because we gotta make ends meet, okay? So yeah, Night of the Living Dead #1, super sick. And then I got the Night of the Living Dead #4, cover D, which is another photo cover. There was, I think it was another issue of #4, but it was a variant, and it had. Have you seen Night of the Living Dead? Right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know at the end where it's like those guys that come to the house with the guns and they shoot him.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was just a cover. It was just them. Okay. But I like this cover a lot more with him fighting off the zombies. Yep. So yeah, I got that. And so these were both cover price, $4. So got those. Nice. So Torpedo Comics, pretty cool. Then we literally just went to a comic shop like 2 hours ago. Here in Memphis. And honestly, if you're in Memphis, I highly recommend you check out this shop. It's called it's like, I think it's like it's called 901 Comics, which I think is the area code, 901. And I think there's
Second time, number 2.
No.
Oh. He's almost back. He's making it. Well, I hope he'll be back in a second. In terms of news tonight, we're going to be talking a lot about Superman. We're going to be talking a lot about Fantastic Four. We're going to do that after Harper's done with his books that he picked up. And he's going to
Can you see me?
Yes.
Okay. 901 Comics. As I was saying, very good prices. They had a ton of $2 bins, they had a ton of dollar bins, and they had a ton of 50-cent bins. And believe it or not, they were actually all organized alphabetically. What's up, Katie? How's it going? And their Hulk section was like legendary. Not legendary, but it was really good. And it exceeded my expectations. So I got a ton of Hulk books here that I'm going to show off. And honestly, after this, I probably only have maybe 25, 30 Hulk books left to buy for my run. And
including your copy of 181,
180. Oh, yeah, whatever. But here I got Incredible Hulk number 195 with this cool cover with Abomination there. So
I always love the Abomination covers. They always do them really well.
Yeah, this was $6, and it's like a really presentable copy. It looks really good. I'd say it's probably mid-grade. I'd give it a 7.5 maybe, but it looks really good. $6. So yeah, I got that. Then this is a book that I've been looking for forever. And not only am I collecting Incredible Hulk, I'm also collecting these Marvel 25th anniversary borders. And this is the first time that somehow I only got this now. This is Incredible Hulk 325. And it has the 25th anniversary border. I'm trying to get all these, and this book has just always been out of my reach. So glad I finally got that one. Yeah. Then I got the Incredible Hulk number 350 for $3. It's a newsstand. Pretty beaten up copy. I'd give it a 3.5, 4.0. But classic cover, Dr. Doom, The Thing, Grey Hulk. So got that. Finally. Then we got the Incredible Hulk number 420, which is $3. For some reason, I didn't have this one. I have a ton of these late 90s stuff. And actually in here underneath the title, it says "In the Shadow of AIDS." So it's probably something that supports the cause, as you can see the ribbon there. So this is a super interesting cover. I wonder what's on the inside too, but dude, this reminds me of how people in costumes for Make-A-Wish kids go up, dress up as Spider-Man, and that's Hulk visiting the so okay, that's some yeah. Then I got the Incredible Hulk number 220. This is $4. Just a random book. Pretty good copy, newsstand. Yeah. And then the last book I got, Incredible Hulk king-sized annual number 8 for $6, and you got this super cool cover. I think is that Sasquatch? Yeah. And I've seen this book. I don't know why it's always been so expensive, but I got it for $6 here. So there we go.
Nice. There you go.
So yeah, I think I might have had other books, maybe in the car out there, but I'll show those when I get back, possibly if I didn't show them before. But that's my haul. So that's what I got, and I'm pretty proud of it. So yeah,
and then
that's it for me.
When we get to back to our regular scheduled programming next week, with you being off your trip and me being done with mine, I have some really good pickups back on my place that I'm going to show when I get them, and you already know what one of them is because it was a trade that I had traded with a dude on Instagram. And it's an upgrade copy, a much needed upgrade copy, because my copy of this specific book was in a 5.5 to a 5.0, that whole range. And I was really looking to upgrade it, and I finally got that upgrade copy. So that'll be next week. But until then, we are going to go over some news on some of the bigger news that has come out of this past week.
So we have two pieces of news. First one, starting off, something that I found this week, is that Kevin Feige actually confirmed a lot of the stuff surrounding the new Fantastic Four movie. So first of all, he did confirm that it will be taking place in the 60s. And he did kind of like give props to like the fans for figuring that out based on the posters and the pictures that were released. So that's one thing that was confirmed. The other thing was that filming, the first day of filming, is taking place the day after the last day of Comic-Con. I think San Diego Comic-Con.
Okay.
So they're just starting right then. And then I think that like the movie's supposed to release a year from now. A year from like July 2025, which is pretty crazy to think about. Am I missing anything else about this? Or like, what else did he confirm?
I don't really think so. I think he pretty much said that. I know there's going to be, obviously, San Diego Comic-Con. There's going to be a huge panel, and Marvel's going to be there, and they're going to be talking about upcoming stuff, or giving us more news on all the upcoming stuff that they revealed. So I think other than that, there isn't really anything really new on the Marvel front. It's in terms of like now the new, I guess, is since we're talking about Marvel, we might as well mention. I don't know if you saw this, but Ryan Reynolds put out a new Deadpool Wolverine trailer today. He released it on his Instagram.
I didn't see that.
He included in it Sabretooth. So Sabretooth is confirmed to be in the Deadpool Wolverine, and he's got his like blonde hair, he's got like black eyes, he's got like
the same actor.
He's got his, I think it might be. I don't know for sure, but whoever's playing Sabretooth is like, he looks really good as Sabretooth.
I think there's a few different people that play it, right? Because there's Liev Schreiber, which I really like. There's like other. I think there's another actor that's played it in the more recent stuff.
See if I could get a picture of him real quick.
Okay. Definitely do that.
Sabretooth, because he just put this out today, so it's very recent. But here, let's see if I can get a good picture of him real quick. Kind of show you what we already saw that. I don't know if you remember, but we talked about those the leak photos of like them apparently doing a fight with Sabretooth on the set, and then Deadpool had his like severed head. He was holding his severed head at some point. So we saw those a little while back, but now it's finally like we got some actual trailer footage of I don't know if I can share my screen, but I'm going to try.
Okay. It's all good if you can.
Let's see it. Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, snap.
So this is our Sabretooth right here.
Nice. That's pretty good. That looks good.
Like like I said, I don't know who the actor is who's playing him, but I think he looks really good when it comes to Sabretooth.
I agree.
Now, unfortunately, we do know what's going to happen because we saw the set photos of Deadpool holding a severed head. But that means Wolverine's going to win. Hopefully, it's an epic fight. And it's just something I think they're just going to put in for fan service, and I think it'll be cool enough. So,
I think so too. Cool. Yeah. So you may want to share your screen again, because the next piece of information, next piece of news we have is the Superman outfit photos that we got this week. So we
here.
did get so we got one of those pictures about a month ago, I think, a month or two ago, of his suit. It was like
this
that,
was it.
you know.
This was it right
Yeah.
here.
The suit
Got
looks
this
good.
one, and the suit looked good in this, but I think people were complaining like, oh, they couldn't really see the full thing because it's mostly like dirty.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
whatever.
couldn't see exactly what was going on with it. So they decided to, release some of the set photos that were taken. These aren't necessarily leaks. I think they had like some official, like, I think there were still like crew members and stuff who were taking pictures that they said basically, hey, you might as well release them at this point. But some of these are fairly new. Like this is the full suit right here. You can see he's got the classic Kingdom Come logo. He's got a little bit of a collar going on, which is something new. You got the classic trunks and the boots, which look very good.
I think the belt looks really good too.
Also,
the gold
belt looks very good. I think
Yeah.
someone also pointed out, I don't know if it's here. Here we go. Here's him and Lois on set. That's who's going to be playing Lois Lane right here.
Oh, snap.
There's
Cool.
a better picture of them too.
Nice.
So it's going to be interesting. I was trying to find like there's a shot from him from behind where he has the yellow like Superman logo on his cape that I think a lot of people were like really happy about. That they included that. And then obviously we got a couple bonus stuff, like we got Mr. Terrific here in the photo, which he looks ripped straight from the comics.
Yeah.
And then recently, like within the past couple days, we've gotten some of this stuff. This is a character called Ulysses. People thought it was going to be Ultraman, which is like a negative Earth Superman who's kind of like a Bizarro Superman, but he's more of just like an evil version. But it turns out it's going to be a character named Ulysses. And like we've also gotten some other photos of like, more photos of him in the military. And then we've also got more pictures of the engineer being on set here. So they're really kind of meshing all these characters together. And like, here's what the Daily Planet's going to look like. Here's the Daily Planet set right here.
Nice.
So I think a lot of people were complaining. There's always the people who are complaining about the look of the suit. It's because like it's very baggy. You got creases here and stuff like that. But I guarantee you, they are going to fix that in CGI and maybe.
The thing is like that's like how a real suit is supposed to look, though. It's like it doesn't look super CGI like. Or something super skin tight like you see in maybe the Man of Steel or maybe the other Superman movies. Like it looks like.
Yeah, it does. Well, Harbor froze again. But anyway, so with this, I think it looks good. The only thing I don't like coming out of all of this, all these leaks, is this right here. I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah, I see that.
This is our Clark Kent. I don't know what's going on up here.
You know what it looks like to me? It's like the Gen Z kind of like that kind of.
And I think they're kind of like trying to appeal to like a younger audience, kind of.
Exactly. And it looks terrible.
And now I don't know if they're gonna hear all this backlash and like fix it with reshoots. Like if they do reshoots on the spot, once they hear from like what people are thinking about this, but they just need to change the hair. Everything else is fine.
This better be like a one-time thing, though. Like a one-time appearance of this. I hope Clark Kent does not look like that.
Yeah.
It looks so goofy.
And then here's the other thing. Like, this is what his Superman looks like, and his hair looks completely like Superman-like.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like.
Left this as his hair for Clark Kent and just swept it back instead of having it curl forward like this right here.
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been just as good as, just perfect Clark Kent hair. And obviously we
Whatever.
got more Mr. Terrific here. I think Mr. Terrific looks really good, dude. You can see
Yeah, he
more
looks
shots of
good.
his fair play jacket.
Mhm.
I think people were comparing it a lot to that. There's like an Alex Ross artwork somewhere
Mhm.
that people were comparing it to.
Okay.
And it looks very, very good. It looks incredibly accurate.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people are happy with it. I'm happy with it. There are people who are like divided over the smallest things, like the collar on the suit, which I don't know
Oh
why
my
people are
God.
mad at that. There are people who are mad at like the trunks don't go down like a little more. There are people who are
Oh
mad
my.
at the sleeves and like the shoulder area. Like, it's just small stuff like that I feel like doesn't matter, because this is one of the best Superman suits that we are going
Yes,
to get for a while.
exactly.
Um,
I agree.
and
I agree.
and on top of that, with that said, this isn't the only. I guarantee you, it's not the only Superman suit he's gonna wear in this iteration.
You don't think
So I
so?
think he's gonna wear multiple suits going throughout, the next few movies
Okay.
that he's in.
Uh-huh.
Because he might show up in the Supergirl movie that James Gunn's also doing. He might show up in like the there's like a Creature Commando movie that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Brave and the Bold movie, which is supposed to take place in this universe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not going to be. It's probably going to get tweaked in between movies, and it's going to end up looking better by the end of his run.
Right.
But I think as it stands, I think this is pretty good.
I agree. For sure. Yeah, I don't know why people have to be like that nitpicky about all that stuff. I mean, they've always been like that, and they still will be. But it's just, who cares about the collar? Who cares about like how far down the trunks go? Like, it looks good. I like the colors too. The colors look great. Like, they work really well.
Yeah, they're very vibrant.
And I think it's like easy to like make this look goofy, because it's like, it looks like it's taken straight from the comics, like straight from like a 1950 issue of Superman, and I think they did a really good job with it. And I mean, the hair on Clark Kent, I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but other than that, they're doing pretty good. So I approve.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what we're gonna get out of this.
Me too. All right, well, that is it for the news segment. Before we wrap up, I want to share with you a couple of things from my travels. So, in Las Vegas, we went to a show up at the Sphere.
Oh,
yeah. We saw the Darren Aronofsky film called A Postcard from Earth.
Okay.
Have you heard about that?
I've heard of it. I haven't seen anything on it.
Okay.
But I know it exists.
It was like, I can't even put words to it. It was just incredible. It's a theater in there, in the Sphere. If you guys don't know, the Sphere, it's in Las Vegas. It's a huge theater. The seats go like this. Like, it's so steep. It's like that, except there's no one in your way. Like, no one's heads are in the way of the screen. Huge thing. And the screen curves around. It curves around and up. And so it's like a full immersive kind of thing. And basically, A Postcard from Earth, it's kind of like a sci-fi movie. I'm not going to spoil anything. The tickets were pretty expensive, but it was worth the experience, honestly. It's worth saving up. It's worth going. And I totally recommend you go. It's just amazing. So that was something we did in Las Vegas a few days ago. And after that, we went to a little place called Albuquerque, New Mexico. And
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
You can't go over there without visiting
Exactly.
Albuquerque.
Exactly.
The must-see destination.
Mm-hmm. So we got a hotel like outside of Albuquerque, and we woke up, and there's a petroglyph, like national preserve or whatever, what is it called? National park or whatever.
Yeah.
And we did that, and it's crazy. Like, you're just like in this town, and behind this like gas station, you just park, and you take this little like 1.5 mile walk, and you see all these like 600-year-old petroglyphs from like Native Americans from the area, and it's crazy. And there's supposedly like 400 of them on this one walk that you go around. And it's really cool. My dad loved it. He's like super into that stuff. I liked it too. And so we did that, and then we went to a shop called the Candy Lady. And so there they sell some Breaking Bad merch, and they also sell some baby blue little, rock candy that in little bags that looks like, So I got 3 bags of those.
She was the one. I actually read about her because she's owned that shop for a while, but it was when they started filming and when they actually needed like prop drugs for certain scenes, they went to her, and I actually think she started off by like sending those to the set while they were filming there, and just as like a joke, and like here you guys can eat some candy like while you're filming. But I actually think they went to her and said, "Hey, could you make like a batch of it so that we could use it for production?" So I actually think some of the drugs you see them making in the show, like when they're smashing like the plates of the, all the drugs and stuff. I think that's the rock candy she made that they actually told. So yeah, I think there's authenticity to that specific like her shop, and that's part of the reason why she has all the Breaking Bad merch and stuff like that.
I'll show you.
She helped out a lot with the production of all of that when they
here's her card. And that's the back there.
Yeah.
And I got 3 bags, just little tiny things, and I'll open one of them up now. And they're only $1 each. So in here, okay, so there's another of her cards. There they are.
It is.
Yep.
And you could tell like if you compare like when they have those little baggies in the show and they're like letting people sample them, like you could see the resemblance, because I think she did help a lot on like producing a lot of that for the show when they were there filming.
Right.
So yeah, there's some authenticity to that location. And stuff
like that. That's cool. I never knew that. There was like a little photo op station that my dad made me do. He's like, you got to get up there. So we did that, and then we went to the Breaking Bad store. Have you heard about this place?
I've heard about the Breaking Bad store. That's where they have like all the merch.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Hold on. We go in. We knew it was a gift shop, right? So we went in.
Yeah.
There's a ton of cool art by local artists, fans of the show. Thank you for cat lawyering. Always lawyering. I appreciate you, cat lawyer. And we walk in, a lot of art, a lot of corny t-shirts, mugs, all this stuff. Yeah. In fact, I got this patch that I'll put on my jacket.
Yeah. Nice.
So I got that. That was like $6. And then we go to the museum. And this is like,
because you know what they did with like all the stuff, like all the props and everything, like when they were done filming the show, half of it, or like they got, so that museum, right, they towards the end of the show, that museum like just got up and running for the gift shop they made. And they asked some of the like the showrunners and stuff, like, hey, do you think we could have certain things from the show to put in the museum? And they said, oh yeah, sure, we're donating all of it anyway.
Really?
So what they did with all the props after Breaking Bad is they put them all up for auction, and every single thing sold, from like Jesse's clothes to like Walter's hat and his glasses and all that. And they donated all that money to charity or like a cancer research organization, something like that. But they ended up auctioning it all off and then donating the money. And I think they gave like the people who were running the museum, I think they gave them like first picks of like certain things to take for the museum just to like preserve. So I don't know exactly what it was that you saw, but whatever that was there that was like authentic from the show, that's some of the stuff they got directly after the production wrapped on the show.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. But get this. There are 2 rooms packed full of memorabilia. Everything from Walter's underwear from the first pilot episode to Jesse's futon at his house. And you have Gus Fring's little box cutter, you know? And literally everything, the hat, the sunglasses, they have these like a dozen mannequins full of all these people's full outfits, and it's all like certified authentic, like all the plaques. They have all these pictures with signatures, and they have it just goes on and on. So you need to visit that store, and you would just go completely bonkers in that place.
I've told friends, because I got a friend who lives over in Arizona, and I said, hey, dude, if I come down there, we're taking a road trip to Albuquerque.
Yes.
We're going to go see some of the Breaking Bad stuff.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, too, like, I also heard, like, I think some of the people who ended up buying some of that memorabilia from the auctions and stuff when they were giving it away, I think they ended up donating that to the museum. Like, they still own it, but it's like it's like an exhibition. So like they give it to the museum. They display all of it, but the owners can basically still own it, and they can come back for it anytime they want. But it's all stored there, and it's all shown in like a museum format. So I think I remember they tracked down. I watched a video on someone tracking down the owner of the original El Camino that was used in the Breaking Bad show, not the movie, but the Breaking Bad show. And I think he ended up like doing an exhibition for the car. I think there was like a huge exhibition for all the vehicles that was used in the show, but he was the one who they had to go talk to him and like get him to come to the exhibition and show off the original El Camino. So there was that, and it was and like that museum, they do all kinds of stuff. They keep acquiring memorabilia from people who are trying to get rid of their Breaking Bad screen stuff. So they're always getting stuff in. It's huge, like you said, like 2 rooms.
It's amazing. You need to go.
Yeah.
So they even had one of the coolest things I saw was these 2 test tubes. One was, first of all, screen used. The one was Walter's product, and then one was Jesse's product. And you could see the difference because Walter's was more blue and Jesse's was more pale. So you can tell like the quality that they were both making. And they were both right there side by side. And so there's a ton of screen use stuff. The big latex gloves that Walter was using when he was cleaning up the mess from the bathtub getting. They had those. They had freaking Hank's sneakers, his freaking Skechers. They had so much stuff.
They have like, I think they had like, I don't know if you saw this there, but I'm pretty sure at some point I saw like they had like Saul's flip phones and maybe some of his ties or something like that. like certain
Dude,
salt
they have
stuff.
so much stuff. They have so much stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like literally every prop, every like it's amazing. So yeah, we went there. That was the whole thing. I got this patch, Heisenberg. Then we went to Jesse's house, which was right by there. And it was awesome. There's just a quiet little town. Was just able to go up. Just I got a couple pictures of the house, and we were on our way. It was pretty cool. It looked exactly the same in the show. So we did that, and then the last stop was Walter's house. Everything in the show was filmed in Albuquerque pretty much. They had some sets that they made for interior shots of Walt's house, and they did some sets somewhere else, but they're pretty much all the locations that you want to see are in Albuquerque, and we could have spent the whole day there, did the whole thing, but we were just passing through and we wanted to see some of the main stuff. So we did Jesse's house, and we went to Walter's house across town. And look, if you don't know about Walter's house, it's owned by this family, right? And they've owned the house since like 1978, I believe. And it's all gated off. The lady is like super mean.
Yeah.
We pull up, we turn around and, we park, get out. I got my camera on, and this lady is sitting in a lawn chair outside of the house, inside of this big 6-foot gate. And we go up. Oh, we don't go up because there's a sign that says, please take pictures from across the street. And so, we're across the street. Yeah. I go up, I got my camera up, and then she gets her phone out and starts recording us.
Yeah. Dude, it's crazy how many videos like people posted visiting the house, and it's the same lady who's sitting in that lawn chair, and she's either screaming at people or she's doing exactly what you said and just recording them and just making them really uncomfortable until they leave.
I did some research, and supposedly the lady from those videos passed away in like 2021, I think, from cancer. I heard.
Okay.
But we did see a lady out there, possibly the daughter. But she was sitting out there on the lawn chair with her phone. She was recording us. We got a couple pictures. There's a big tree in front of the house now. I don't know if that was there before, but
they planted that. I think.
Yeah.
They said I remember seeing an old interview of like one of the people who own the house, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we planted the tree so that people can't keep taking pictures of the house." So it's like it was purposeful that they put that.
Okay. Yeah, I only got a couple pictures. They're not the best, angle. I could have gotten more, but I'll post like all the famous film locations that I visited on my Instagram when I get back. So yeah, we did that, and that was a funny experience too. And we made fun of that lady all the way home, pretty much. So,
dude, I've been saying this forever. Like, I know they've owned that house since like the 70s, and they owned it throughout the filming of the show. But on top of that, like while the family owned it during the filming of the show, and they allowed them to use the exterior for the show, what did you think was going to happen? When the show got done, like what do you think was gonna happen? Like people aren't just gonna like not go to the main character's house and like start taking pictures outside of it. Like and for as much as they're, and you can use I've heard people use the excuse like, oh, they didn't know it was gonna get as big as it did. I think by season 3 it might have been the biggest show it could be. Right, like by season 3 or season 4, like it was already huge. So it's like it couldn't keep getting bigger than that. It was already the biggest show at that time. So it's like,
well, not only that, but if you guys don't know, people have been throwing pizzas on their roof. So understandably,
that's the other thing. That's what you don't do.
That's
pictures and stuff like that. But I feel like people who do that, like everything that the lady does to people like that who like do that to her house, like that's completely justified.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like just people who are just trying to get pictures and like go on with their day and like you know, like geek out about the house. Like just let them take their pictures and then just
right.
sit down.
Exactly. So it's like I understand that because they have like all these cameras around there too, you know. So it's like they could literally just leave the cameras up and look. If someone throws a pizza on their house, then whatever, you got the cameras, I guess.
And you know what's crazy? I would, if I were them, I would be capitalizing on it, and I would like get people to be like, "Hey." I would put like I would build those gates, but I would be like, "Hey, you can come inside and take pictures like around the garage and the front door for like like $5, like charge them $5, charge them $10." And it's like you'll end up making money off of it, right? And
exactly.
That's like you could do while
do that.
Still living in the house, and like
I mean, all these other gift shops are like making bank on these like knockoff Breaking Bad T-shirts and stuff. It's like so they could do that. Also. So the interior shots of the interior of the house is not what it looks like in the show. However, the pool in the back is the actual pool. So they could do something where I don't know if they could get around the back. What if they like had a pool? What if they had a pool party, dude? Imagine that.
Yeah, that's what was good. You know what I was actually seeing? The house from The Sopranos, the people who own that, and like they have the same pool and everything back there. They have like a yearly like pool party where they invite cast members and they invite like I think it's like a limited number of tickets where it's like they invite 200 other fans to come to the house and like do a pool party there. Like if the people of the Breaking Bad house were smart. And like they decided to capitalize on it, like they could have made so much money like the past like 10 years.
Yeah,
like, it's crazy.
Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah, so that was fun. But that's all we did in Albuquerque. That's all we really had time to do. But dude, even in you have to visit the museum. Like they even had the Gus Fring prosthetic, dude. They had one of them. It was one of 3. There were 3. And I read a thing that said when one fell off, they just applied another one. And so they had one of them there, and it was super cool. Dude, they literally have everything. It was amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much. And now we're in Memphis, and so we're gonna head back up to Maryland. We're gonna do some camping tomorrow night, and I'll be back up at my place, and. Oh, also, the Anya Taylor-Joy poster supposedly did come to my house, so I'll be able to unpack that when I get home. I'm looking forward to that.
I can't wait to see it.
Me neither, dude. So, yeah. Would you like to share any promotion before we leave?
Go follow the Instagram. Always. And as I said last week, I am still working on that short film. I'm now done with the script for that Dr. Fate film.
Nice.
So I just got to go back, retweak a couple things, and then I might start shooting some test footage of how I want this costume to look. Because I can order some small costume pieces off of Amazon for just something cheap. But I think it'll be cool. I think it's a nice little side project, nice little small project I could be doing. So
nice.
That's pretty much it.
Sweet. Yeah, well, when I get back, I'm going to be working. I got, some projects lined up, some videos. I'm going to be posting all my travel pictures on my Instagram, so go check that out. It's not in the description because I wasn't able to get the links in, but if you go to a couple streams ago, check the description. All our links are in there. So yeah, all my pictures are going up there. Hidden Gem Productions. Check out the YouTube channel. Got some cool videos up there. More to come soon in a few weeks. I'm going to be working on editing that short film we did. I'm going to try and work that out. But I do got a commercial I'm doing. I'm doing a documentary. that's coming up, and I think another one. I forget what, but yeah. So keep your eyes peeled, keep your ears sharp, because they're coming. Okay, and next week we'll be back to normal. And hey, super hot here. Okay, so we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna do cover battles. Okay,
God.
and we're gonna get it on. So just be ready for that. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching this little special, kind of little short, little stream. Appreciate you guys. And yeah, we'll see you guys later.
See you next week.
Bro, what? I can't end it? Hold on. I'm not on the internet. I'm not. Hold on. What? Bro. Hold on. Okay.